Flawless victory.
Hello, I'm your host Mystical Blue and welcome to another marvellous video. Today we will try to find out why one of the most awaited film sequels of a very successful video game adaptation got cancelled. I am talking about Mortal Kombat Devastation. Way back in 2009, New Line Cinema was working on the movie, which was supposed to be a second sequel to Paul W.S. Anderson's Mortal Kombat, released in 1995. So, what went wrong? Why did we never see the face of Devastation? Let's find out. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin.
Mankind will rest in peace.
Mortal Kombat Devastation, how did it begin? In 1995, director Paul W.S. Anderson and writer Kevin Droney gave birth to the most successful video game adaptation of that time with the fantasy material arts action film Mortal Kombat, which was based on the video game of the same name. And it was the first installment of many sequels to come. At least, we thought so at the time. The plot revolves around a group of heroes who compete in the Mortal Kombat tournament to save Earth from being invaded by evil powers. Its plot is mainly based on the original 1992 game, but it also incorporates aspects from the 1993 version Mortal Kombat 2. It was the second highest August opening at the time. The movie spent 3 weeks at the top of the box office, collecting $73 million in the United States. It also grossed $51.7 million in other areas for a total of $124.7 million worldwide. The film became the highest grossing video game adaptation before being eclipsed 4 years later by Pokemon the first movie. From the site's inception in 1998 until 2018, Mortal Kombat has had the greatest critical rating of any video game adaptation on Rotten Tomatoes because of its well-crafted action sequences, cast performances, and exotic set designs. Critical re-evaluations have been divided, but mainly positive, and the film is now regarded as a cult classic. So naturally, New Line Cinema and Larry Kasanoff of Threshold Entertainment had great aspirations for a franchise, even signing actor Robin Shou to a 3-film deal. However, the poor box office results of 1997's Mortal Kombat Annihilation, along with the adverse reaction to the film from both reviewers and fans of the franchise, caused the producers to take a step back and re-evaluate. Despite this, Threshold continued to press for a third film, even though it was an uphill battle. Under the title Mortal Kombat Devastation, Threshold's leadership pressed ahead with preparations for a new film in the franchise. Mortal Kombat actors' statements about Mortal Kombat Devastation. During an interview in 2004, Robin Shou announced that filming would begin in the fall of that year, and he seemed pretty excited to reprise his role of Liu Kang. However, no additional information was made public. In a separate interview, Lyndon Ashby, who portrays the character of Johnny Cage, claimed that he'd read the screenplay and even confirmed that Johnny Cage will return for the third chapter. He even admitted that the film was having legal problems. In another interview, Christopher Lambert, who is returning as Raiden, said that the movie would feature time travel, but in a unique way. What happened to Mortal Kombat Devastation? After everything was set, the production of this film started facing problems ranging from minor to major at every step. The film's initial script, written by Scott Swan and Drew McQueenie, was shelved, with the producers electing to take up writing responsibilities themselves. Christopher Mink Morrison, who was known for films like Full Clip and Into the Sun, was tapped in for direction. While the director stated at the time that the movie would preferably see most of the cast from the previous 2 Mortal Kombat films reprise their roles, he described the project as more of a re-envisioning than a straight sequel. He also hoped for a more visually appealing and grandiose perspective to the property. He did, however, emphasize that they were having troubles in the finance area. To cut expenses, the producers considered Louisiana as a possible final location. Unfortunately, Hurricane Katrina made her presence felt during that time in 2005. As if finance wasn't problematic enough, the catastrophe utterly wrecked the film's production locations. Mink soon departed the production, and Russell McCulley, who was presumably recommended by Christopher Lambert, was called in to take over, but the project never progressed. progressed. Lawrence Kasanoff sued Midway Games in bankruptcy court in June 2009. Warner Brothers bought all of Midway's properties, including Mortal Kombat, after acquiring New Line in 2008. Warner Brothers finally chose to relaunch Mortal Kombat, rejecting all previous iterations of a third movie. What could the story and cast of the movie look like? The producers intended the Mortal Kombat Devastation to be a straight sequel to the original, reckoning the events of Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which proved to be a great disappointment. The producers also wanted to bring back the original cast of the first two films to reprise their roles. So the list of actors would have been Christopher Lambert as the Thunder God Raiden, Lyndon Ashby playing the model and actor-turned-fighter Johnny Cage, Adoni Maripus as the demon from the Netherrealm, Quan Chi, Robin Shu playing the Shaolin monk, Liu Kang, Chris Casamassa as the undead ninja Scorpion, Keith Cook as the mutated reptile, Lynn Red Williams as Agent Jax, Briggs, Talisa Sorto as Princess Kitana, and Sandra Hess reprising her role of Agent Sonya Blade. Lambert, Ashby, Shu and Casamassa were confirmed to make their returns among this considerable list of actors. Little is known about the script other than that it is said to explain how a previously deceased character such as Ashby's Johnny Cage may return for another fight. Johnny Cage would have been brought back to aid his pals in defeating Quan Chi and the newly revived Shang Tsung, according to writer Sean, Catherine Derrick and Lawrence Kasanoff's original plans. Oh, and there would have been time travelling, as Lambert mentioned. Marvelous verdict. Following the popularity of the original Mortal Kombat movie, the underwhelming 1997 sequel Mortal Kombat Annihilation, and two underwhelming television series, the live-action prequel Mortal Kombat Conquest and the animated sequel Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm, the hope for a third part was very slim, and ultimately Hurricane Katrina put the final nail on the coffin. Warner Bros. Pictures created a new Mortal Kombat film, which was released in 2021. It is directed by Simon McCoy and is a reboot that has nothing to do with the prior two films. And finally, some good news for Mortal Kombat fans. This last film was the most successful film launch on HBO Max to date. A sequel is in the works with Jeremy Slater writing the script and McCoy returning as director. Did you watch the 2021 Mortal Kombat movie? Is it better than the first one? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, remember to click the like button and share it with your friends. We'll see you in the next one.
When we got there, it tore through our unit in seconds.